Into our first alert weather, we have meteorologist Tevin Wooten here. We've seen wildfires everywhere. Obviously, pollution high in this country. Those wildfires also, they're going to affect us here in Massachusetts.
Absolutely. There's no dead ends in the atmosphere. Everything is connected from the southwest towards the east, from Canada, as you guys just explained, from 2023. And unfortunately, with that wildfire that's burning just outside of Toms River, New Jersey, it is still going to carry some of that smoke northbound throughout the day today. I think most of it is contained across the Long Island Sound, but very quickly entering southern Connecticut and southern portions of New England throughout tomorrow morning. There's a haze or a tint into the sky that may provide actually a pretty spectacular sunrise and sunset, but when you consider what this is doing to our air, it's not as nice. I think at the very least, though, most of the smoke that we're likely to see will be well above our heads tomorrow, so a lot of that doesn't reach the ground surface. It will still, though, do a number on our air quality tomorrow. Today we're in the clear, not so much for the pollen, though. That's another thing that we have to contend with into the skies. I think it is sky high today and tomorrow. The pollen count drops down on Saturday due to a cold front that will bring in rain. Speaking of sky, look at this. This is live right now from our friends and partners over at View Boston. As the sun continues to rise, we will likely take on about 13 hours and 46 minutes of daylight today. So it's a longer daylight in terms of the daylight length itself than yesterday, at about 58 degrees right around midday today. Now, if you're across the coast, I think we're staying in the low to mid 60s, but across the interior is where we see May-like temperatures, which we're only a week away from May, but this is almost deeper into May in terms of our average temperature in Worcester at 75 today, Manchester at 74. Even the Connecticut River Valley, which is at about 36 to 37 degrees this morning, you can tack on almost 40 degrees on the thermometer. That is for sure a temperature swing if I've ever seen one, but it's that east wind that's swinging in that keeps us coolest across Cape Cod, the North and South Shore. In the days to come, 60s are going to be a favorable number, especially through Friday from Chatham to Falmouth and Nantucket. Everyone sees rainfall on Saturday, not just at the coast, but also across the interior too. And then Sunday, as that front has settled in and is working its way through, temperatures are on the cooler side in the 50s. So let's track the rain that will likely be in and around throughout the course of Saturday. I think Friday is dry to start, and we have more clouds Friday night through Saturday morning. Light and scattered showers first. If you're outdoors, it's not the worst. In fact, if you're planting in this stuff, it's actually not too bad because we don't have a lot of sunshine and direct radiation from the sun. But by noon, that's when we really start to open the tap, and I think by sunset Saturday is when most of the rain does arrive. In terms of how much we're tracking right now, these numbers still fluctuate. Anywhere between half an inch to about an inch is a pretty sure guarantee, and that is needed, mind you, by the way. We are now behind or running in a deficit for the month of April by about 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. So what we pick up will certainly be needed and necessary as a dry stretch takes over for much of next week.
Tevin, thank you.